Hi you guys and welcome to Be Happy with Hannah. In this video we're going to talk about how to be happy right now. The place where we trip up is we think that happiness is a destination, that it's this big long road and at the end of it is this pot of gold with everything you ever wanted, whether it's the house, the dream job, the car, the person, the friends, the lifestyle, and you're miserable every day until you have what you desire. You spend every day just kind of existing, thinking every now and then about these things that you want that makes you happy, and then going back to unhappy. You just won't let yourself be happy because you haven't got those things. If you stay unhappy and thinking that your happiness lies in getting those things, then you're never going to be happy. You need to choose happiness now. Happiness is a mood, it's a choice. And that's not a bad thing. We humans are so complex and we are built up of so many different emotions. It's impossible to be elated, ecstatic and happy all the time. But you can choose to be in a better place, in a positive mindset, in a place that in the end will bring you to all the things that you want. If you want this amazing new career change and job, or this person to notice you, do you think by sitting and dwelling about how you don't have it and how sad you are and how you'll only be happy when you have that every day for most of the day, do you really think that that's going to get you it? No, it doesn't work like that. I am by no means giving you brand new information. There are loads of people out there that talk about the law of attraction and how you have to live in the end and be happy now in order to get what you want, to live as if you are already in possession of the things that you want, and that is very true. But sometimes it's difficult when we are not in a good place to even get to a point where we can start thinking and feeling and imagining these things. So that is the purpose for this video. It is about how we can let go of our negativity and choose to be happy right now. And these are my top tips on how to be happy right now. Tip number 1. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself to your friends, your peers, your colleagues, and stop comparing yourself to social media. I'm not going to say get off social media because it is a great platform and it's a way of expressing yourself, and if you're not on social media then you're not here listening to me. So I'm not saying detox from Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all those things, but be aware of the fact that all of these channels that you're looking at, these glamorous guys, these glamorous girls who appear to be super happy, who are taking photos on fabulous beaches, eating fabulous things with fabulous bodies, you think they have these fabulous lives and that you really want to live like them and be like them, and if you had their life you'd be happy. Well, you don't know if they're truly happy. A picture captures a moment in time and you don't know what happens in between there. Even the most successful person that you think has it all, who has the fame, the glory, who has got 1 million records out, who has won 1,000 Oscars, do they sit at home at the end of the day and do they have everything that they feel that they want to be happy? Maybe not. So next time you're on social media and you're thinking about these things and you're swiping through these Instagram accounts, remember that. Tip number 2 is have a declutter. They say that a cluttered house equals a cluttered mind, and I couldn't agree more with this statement. There's nothing worse than living in a cluttered space with crap everywhere, because I think that can clutter your thoughts, even whether it's on a subconscious level. I think it's important to purge every now and again and get rid of things that no longer serve you, whether it's clothes or papers or just having a clear out of knickknacks that you have around the house that just don't really have a place. Be honest with yourself about whether you actually use it, whether you actually appreciate it. Do you look at it? Do you wear it? If the answer's no and you haven't worn it in the past year or used it in the past year, then just get rid of it. Get a bin bag and put everything in there individually. As you put it in the bin bag, think about it as getting rid of a bad thought. Just purge it. And I think you'll find by the end of the day, when you've tied those bin bags and you have tidied up after yourself and you've thrown them out into the trash, you'll realise that you actually feel a little bit lighter. Feel yourself every time you're putting those things into the bin bag. Feel a weight has been lifted and you'll feel elevated and you'll feel lighter and lighter. It's very therapeutic getting rid of stuff, actually. So throw some loud cheesy music on, as long as it doesn't upset your neighbours, or put a happy feel good movie on in the background and get rid of all your stuff, make a day out of it, and then I promise you'll feel much better by the end of the day. Tip number 3 is to get outside more. Personally, I like to get outside for a walk first thing in the morning to start my day, and the reason for doing this, which is sort of combining another tip into this one, the reason for doing this is I find that the mornings for me offer a kind of promise of a brand new start. And I know that sounds really cheesy, but I think that there's something nice and calming and still about before everything's got going again. Get out in the morning and go for that walk and think about your day. Plan your goals, plan what you want to accomplish that day. By setting little goals throughout the day, actually goes a long way to feeling like you can go to bed feeling accomplished, like you've done things. I mean, set realistic goals, don't be ridiculous about it. But what I like to do is I like to tell myself how my day is going to go. And I think that's a great way to get into a good positive mindset. You know, today, my job's going to go really well. Everyone's going to be really happy with me. Everyone loves speaking to me. Everyone loves being friends with me. I have a lot to offer the world. I make people feel better. I do my job to the best of my ability. Everyone appreciates me. My friends appreciate me. My parents appreciate me. Strangers on the street appreciate me. Whatever those affirmations are for you, tell yourself that in the morning and really believe it. I think you'll find that your day goes a lot better. It's so important to set your day up right, because if we'll say you get up on the wrong side of the bed, if you do, and you do these steps, it's not too late to change that, and I promise you'll have a better day than if you got up in the morning and you're just like, oh God, another day. Yeah, great. And then just go throughout your day like, yeah, whatever. We've all done that, we've all been there, but I promise you, if you take on board this tip, it will definitely make sure that you have a better day. My next tip, which I think is probably my most important tip, is 5-minute dance raves. I don't care if you've just been crying, if you're just feeling flat, if you're actually feeling happy, get some crazy music on and dance like a lunatic. I promise you, it will not fail to cheer you up. Just dance like no one's watching, or dance like someone is watching. It doesn't matter. My personal favourite is 80s dance remixes. You know, a little bit of crazy, bit of Whitney and all that. Just throw some shapes. My next tip on how to be happy right now is every time you look at the mirror, I want you to say 5 things that you really appreciate about yourself. And I want you to really, really mean it. Whether it's you have great hair, you have beautiful eyes, great skin. What is it? There's probably things that people compliment about yourself or that you like about yourself that you just take for granted and don't appreciate every day. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself you're handsome and really mean it. You know, one thing that people need to remember, and this is again going back to my first point about social media and comparing yourself to other people. We all do that a lot, whether it's conscious or subconscious, and we need to realise and remember that there's only one you. So as much as you want her legs, her body, his mind, his success, his money, well, they're not you, and no one ever in the world will be completely 100% like you. That's a pretty powerful thought right there. My final tip on how to feel happy right now is scripting. I know a lot of people and a lot of different channels talk about scripting, so you can go and look at any of them. There's lots of people that have fabulous tips and guides and videos solely about scripting. I'm hoping to do one myself very soon, so stay tuned for that one. But basically what this is about, it's very important at the end of the day, as well as beginning with a good routine to keep you in a good headspace throughout the day. It's very important to end the day with a good routine. This one basically is about thinking about your hopes and dreams and where you want to be in your life. Writing it down on a piece of paper as though it's in the present tense. And I think that it's important to do this at bedtime because it kind of marinates in your subconscious mind overnight. And you find actually, if you make it a repeated practice, that you'll start to wake up the next day feeling better and start to sort of believe some of these things, which is ideally what it is. Because, you know, I do believe in the law of attraction. I do believe that we can have everything that we want in this life. But nothing's going to change unless we change our mindset, right? So there's no point in hoping and wishing and praying without doing the mental work to make it better. So I would suggest the last thing you do at the end of the day, lying in bed, grab a notebook and write down everything that you want in the present tense. And don't just write down the things that you want. I think it's very important to write down how these things make you feel, because we want all these things that we want in our lives because we want to feel a certain way, right? So we feel that if we have that certain thing, that we'll feel this way, and so we'll feel better. If I have this person, I'll feel this. If I have these friends, I'll feel this. If I have this job, I'll feel this. So what emotions are you reaching for? Is it satisfaction? Is it safety? Is it loved? Is it valued? Is it responsibility? Is it just fun times? Whatever it is, write down every area of your life the way you want it to be, however crazy it might seem, how unrealistic you think it is. Write it down in the present tense and the reason why you want that, why you're happy that you have that. For instance, I am so happy and grateful now. I have loads of friends and we have so much fun together. I feel like they really appreciate me, they value me. I feel like I could give something back to other people. I feel validated. I enjoy the fact that I have someone to rely on, because that's what life is about, right? It's about relationships in a lot of instances. Relationships with ourselves, relationships with other people, friends, family, partners, whatever. Or another example is, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have this job or this company. I'm earning however much a year. I feel really responsible. I feel really fulfilled. I feel like I can achieve anything. I'm achieving my dreams. People are noticing me. I'm making a difference in the world. I get to do something that I love every day. I think that's really important. Thank you for watching, guys. If you feel like this video has helped you, then please do comment in the section below. If there's any other videos that you would like to see me do, any other topics you'd like us to talk about, then please also do let me know in the comment section below. I'd be really grateful. Thanks.